All right, guys. So the mainstream media has called the election and basically has named Joe Biden the winner for now. And we're going to see if President Trump can prevent the mainstream media from stealing the election from him. But the super liberals are out in the streets partying and celebrating and dancing like they're excited about Joe Biden, which they're not. They're excited because as of right now, it looks like, they've stole the election from President Trump, and it is what it is. And the mainstream media has been complicit in that. Over the last few months, we've seen how they have ignored any negative coverage from Biden. They haven't held any Democrats accountable for anything, and they focus solely on trying to take down the president. And quite honestly, guys, it is very hard for me to watch mainstream media right now. It's very cringy, right? It's almost unbearable. But there's nothing more unbearable than what Van Jones did after they announced that Biden had won. But before we get in that, my name is Greg Foreman, and you're watching A Black Conservative Perspective. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share A Black Conservative Perspective, a.k.a. a liberal's worst nightmare. You can also follow me on Twitter at GForemanBCP. Let's get it. All right, guys, take a look at this video of Van Jones embarrassing himself and embarrassing men, most specifically black men all across the country.
It's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. The I can't breathe. That wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know. And you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. And you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters. I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. It's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around, and it's a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day, but for a whole lot of people, it's a good day.
Gloria?
Guys, I ain't never seen nothing more embarrassing than that. You have a grown-ass man crying on TV because Joe Biden was elected president. I mean, guys, I've had probably a handful of racist things happen to me in my life, right? All of those things happened under President Obama. Every single last one of them. Now, this man Van Jones is crying like Joe Biden's going to change the world. And that so-called people of color were being marginalized and we were back in the 1950s under President Donald Trump. It's just objectively not true. I mean, how is it that you care about identity politics to this extent, to this level, that will make you get this emotional on TV and cry like a little? And I usually don't use hardcore language like that, but that's the only way I can describe this. You are a black man crying over a white liberal winning the presidency, as if this man has saved your life, as if he has released you from the chains of slavery and set you out in the world to go free. That's what this is. It is embarrassing, not just the black man, but for men across the spectrum. It's embarrassing. And it's really a damn shame that you have people in the media celebrating this as if this is some type of civil rights achievement. As if people's lives are going to be changed because Joe Biden is president. As if the president has any control over the individual behaviors of people out in the streets. If somebody's being racist to you out in the streets, it's not because the president gave them the get-go to be racist towards you. That's not how it works. If you do something racist and it happens to be illegal, then you have to deal with the local police. The president has nothing to do with that. Honestly, this is by far the worst part of having to deal with all this. Is the way people try to frame this as if the world has changed. As if their lives are somehow going to get better. When you still have fatherless homes, we still have broken families, we still are dealing with massive unemployment, we're still dealing with this so-called pandemic, which, by the way, you know, all of a sudden, I'm seeing articles about how concerts might be okay to go to and they might be coming back. People protesting in the street. No mention of corona at all. No mention of the virus. Not one mention of the virus throughout this whole thing. Not one. Not one. When it became apparent that Joe Biden would be announced the winner by the media and that the election was going to be stolen, all of a sudden, oh, no corona. But I guarantee you, if President Trump was in a position to be announced the winner by the media, corona would have been the biggest headline. Oh, the virus is getting out of control. What is the president doing? Oh, he's celebrating victory while corona is out of control and we have X amount of number of cases and this country is falling apart because of him and X, Y, and Z. But because Biden is the apparent winner, all of a sudden corona don't exist. You know how crazy these people are? These people out here protesting even after the first day, the first night. We didn't know who the winner was. People protesting. That's how crazy these people are. Now they out here celebrating in the streets. Now the super spreader event. All these super spreader events happening across this country. People celebrating. Oh, Trump is gone and blah, blah, blah. All this and that. They all see super spreader events. Media's not going to cover it. But I'm going to tell you this. This is not over. And even if Joe Biden assumes office, I am going to hold him accountable for every single thing that they tried to blame on President Trump. This virus is not going away. In fact, it's going to get worse. The only thing Joe Biden can do, he got to lock down the country and he has to go into full authoritarian mode in order to even put a dent in this virus. I'm going to hold him accountable on literally everything. And us that's outside of mainstream media, independent media, we all have to do that. That is the best way to fight back. The best way to fight back is to make this the worst 4 years for Biden that we can and to hold him to the highest standard. If there's any type of protest, racism. Biden is causing racism. Biden is causing division in his country. Biden, why won't you denounce Antifa, Biden? Oh, Antifa, you got these white people, Antifa, in the streets protesting? Is that white supremacy? Are you denouncing that? We have to do the exact same things. And also, on top of that, most importantly, your presidency may or may not be legit. The same way that you guys spent 3 to 4 years talking about how President Trump's presidency wasn't legit because of the fake BS Russia allegations. If this is how they want to play the game, guys, this is how we can play the game. But seeing a grown man cry on TV like this is embarrassing, man. Van Jones, a.k.a. Mark Jones, already was embarrassing for his political beliefs and how far left he is. But, man, this is a new low, man. You got to man the F up, man. You have to man the F up. You should not have this much emotion invested in anybody, period. I don't care who it is. Not as a man. Right? Because at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself. You're responsible for your own protection. You're responsible for your own family. You're responsible for putting food on your own table. And that's cool. If you believe that this is a win for diversity and all these other people and DACA and immigrants and all this other stuff, that's cool. But a lot of people think that this is a loss for their families. They think that this is a loss for their jobs. They think that this is a loss for their livelihoods. They think that this is a loss for America. A lot of people are on the other side of the spectrum. Like I said, man, this stuff is out of control, man. Maybe he just acting or something. But I mean, maybe this is some type of mind control. I don't know what this is. This is ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing this embarrassing from a grown man on TV. Outside of Kirk Herbstreit, yeah, he was crying too. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.